to impose airport charges on cars coming into Dublin Airport when they want to just drop someone off and then head off again. It was something that was, I think, was called kiss and fly. There was no charge involved to drop somebody with their bags and they can go. Now you're going to have to pay for the pleasure. Is this fair?
I thought it was April's Fool when I heard it, that you were actually going to drop somebody outside the airport, let them out of the car, take their bags, and you're going to have to pay. I've never heard of that before. I wasn't aware of it until I heard it this morning. OK, so you think it sounded like an April Fool coming in March. I did. I did, to be honest.
So, I mean, from a government point of view, is this something you're going to kind of give clearance to and say, OK, that's fine, it's a decision by Fingal County Council and Dublin Airport Authority, they want to put the infrastructure in place, they can go ahead and do it?
Well, I don't really know a whole lot about it, but like, it's not a government decision. Obviously, if Fingal County Council gave planning, is it planning permission? Planning permission for this to go ahead. I don't really have the detail of it.
Now, it is in place in the North and the UK, and it is in place in other countries as well. But, so, like, it has been heard of. It does happen in other countries. But is it... What do you think of this, Catherine? Well, it's certainly something that's going to anger motorists who are already feeling the pinch and bumps.
Well, first of all, how do people get to the airport? And in fact, there were services available, bus services, to take people to the airport that are not there now. For example, the Airlink, the airport hopper from Tala and from Maynooth are no longer operating.
Because they've actually put it down to a sustainability move. Yeah, we're imposing this because we want you to get public transport to and from the airport.
You have to provide the public transport. There's less public transport now than there was 2 years ago, and some of that's got to do with COVID.
So what? Just a quick money-making plan?
That's what it looks like to me. I don't think you could push down to sustainability arguments when you're not on the other side providing an option for people to use public transport.
I suppose we should just call a spade really with it. I think that maybe has angered people as well, David, the idea that they are saying, you know, get public transport and this is part of our effort to be more sustainable. It's really a very easy way to get extra money.
I presume so. I mean, I don't know what the finances are of Dublin Airport. I presume they've been absolutely terrible for the last couple of years, like everybody else. But it's the kind of thing that is just intensely aggravating to the ordinary person, and we've enough aggravations at the moment. We're kind of out adding that kind of a thing to it. So you'd hope it's carefully thought through. I presume Dublin Airport Authority is doing their best to think through it. But I think you can't just ignore the fact that we have so many additional charges and costs being added to our lives at the moment, and I hope obviously it doesn't go ahead.